Hello guys, this is exam number 18 GET course, Mr. Absalam. If we divide the time from 6 to 2:30, okay, from 6 o'clock to 2:30, from 6 to 12 we have 6 hours, and 2 more, so 8 hours, 8 hours and 30. 8 times 60 minutes would be 480. And 30 would be 510 minutes. And we need to divide it by 5. So I will divide 510 by 5. 5 divided 5, 1. 1 times 5 will be 5. I will subtract, will be 0. I will drop 1. 1 divided 5 cannot be. I will put 0 and I will drop the next digit. 10 divided 5, 2. It's 102. If the distance between Riyadh and Dammam is 400 kilometers, calculate the speed when the distance covers in 240 minutes. 240 minutes is how many hours? 240 minutes, I will divide by 60. So it will be 4 hours. So 400 in 4 hours, so it's 100 kilometers per hour. Question number 3, and this question is about the pattern. But the pattern here is not clear. The pattern here is not clear. We will try to compare between the corresponding positions. From 1 to 4, we add 3. So the next one, what we will add, if it's 3, it should be 7. 4 plus 3, 7. We don't have 7. So maybe I can take it like odd number. If I add here 3, here I will add 5. 5 plus 4 will be 9. Let's take the next question, which is 4. A car started at 6 in the morning at speed of 100 kilometers. If it's reached, the distance is 225 kilometers. I think we solved this question before. 100 kilometers is 1 hour. 200 kilometers is 2 hours. I still have 25 kilometers will be in 15 minutes. Why 15 minutes? Because it's quarter 1 hour and the quarter hour equals 15 minutes. So now I have 2 hours and 15 minutes. And he starts at 6 a.m. So the final time will be 8:15 minutes. Question number 5. A wire with a length 40. This is the perimeter of the shape. We use it to make a rectangle with an area 99. We solved a question like it before, many questions. We said we need the perimeter is 20, okay? And we have many options for the area because the area equals the length by width. So it's maybe 1 multiply 99, maybe 9 multiply 11, maybe 3 times 33, okay? Let's see the options. Of course, I will ignore 99 because the perimeter is 40. So the sum of the 4 sides should be 40. Now, if I have 9 and 11, I will write here 9 and here 9, here 11 and here 11. If you want to check, 9 and 9, 18. 18 plus 22 will be 40. So it's correct. So this is the scenario. The length of the rectangle, the length is the greatest side, which is 11. If the question is asking about the width, it will be 9. Question: find measure angle x. Measure angle x. Okay. Now, let's see how we can find measure angle x here. Measure angle x here. Okay. Now, here, at least we should have one angle. We should have one angle. Okay. So I think this is the angle here will be 100, okay? In parallelogram always, we have a property which is the corresponding angles is equal. And the sum of the two consecutive angles is 180. So, if here 100, here also will be 100. And here it will be 80, and here it will be 80. 100 plus what equals 180 plus 80? So here also will be 80. 80 plus 80 is 160. Out of 180, it will be 20 degrees. Okay, so let's take the next question. Two cars, the first with the speed 120 kilometer and the second with the speed 100. What is the difference between both of them if the distance is 600 kilometer? Okay, now here both of them will be 120 and the second is 100 kilometer. So the second one takes the distance, I will multiply by 6, so it takes 6 hours, okay? But what about here? It takes 5 hours, because 5 multiplied by 120 will be 600. The difference between 6 hours and 5 hours will be 1 hour, and 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 60 minutes. Let's take the next question, which is 8. Hind can make a dress in 18 minutes. So one dress in 18 minutes. Okay. And how many dresses she can make in 4 hours? 4 times 60, 240 minutes. 240 minutes. And we need to find the number of dresses she can find. 18 will be down, and 240 and 1 will be up. I can use long division, and also I can simplify it before using long division. I can divide here by 6, it will be 3. Divide here by 6, it will be 40. So now I have 40 divided by 3. 40 divided by 3. 4 divided 3 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, it will be 1. Drop, it will be 10. 10 divided 3 is 3. 3 multiplied 3 is 9. Subtract, it will be 1. So she can finish 13 dresses, and the remaining time is not enough to make one more dress. Question number 9. The cost of sending a telegram, the first 15 words is 15 words, 2 riyals. Okay? And then each one word is 12.5 halala. Okay. Now, we have a total of 5 riyals. How many words we can send using Telegram? Okay. I will double this amount. Yani 2 words will be 25 halala. 4 words will be 50 halala. 8 words will be 100 halala, which is 1 riyal. Okay. So, now, for the first 2 riyals, I can take 15 words, okay? But the next riyals will be, I have 3 riyals remaining. 1 riyal is enough for 8 words, so 3 multiply 8 will be 24 words. So using the 3 riyals, I can send 25 words, and using the first 2 riyals, I can send 15 words. So I will add 15 plus 24, which is 39 words. Let's take the next question, question number 10. Find the next term. Find the next term, or the 6th term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I mean the next term. Now, from 3 to 4 we add 1, from 4 to 6 we add 2, from 6 to 9 we add 3, then we add 4, so we will add 5, which is 18. Question number 11. A wire of 80 centimeter divided into 2 parts. 1/3 of one is 1/3 of the other. What is the length of the small section? So I have a small and large section. This is 1 and this is 3 times the other one. What is the number of shares? It's 4. So I will divide it 80 by 4, which is 20. I will multiply 20 times 1 is 20. 20 times 3 is 60. I need a small part. It will be 20. Okay. Now let's take the question. If the minute hand moves 270 degrees, how many minutes have passed? Okay. You have to remember that 1 hour, which is 60 minutes, is equal to 360 degrees. Each 1 hour is 360 degrees. Okay. Now, I need to simplify this ratio. I will cancel 0 and 0, so it will be 6 and 36. I can divide here by 6, divide here by 6. So 1 equal to 6. 1 minute equals 6 degrees. And this is a ratio, you can use it direct. If you remember that 1 minute equals 6 degrees, you can solve any question direct. How? I have 270 degrees. I can write here 270 and this is x. Cross multiplication. It will be 1 multiply 270 divided by 6. Divided 3 equals 2. Divided 3 it will be 90. Divided 2, 1 divided 2 it will be 45 minutes. Let's take question number 13. It's an employee. His salary is 6,000 and takes 3% from the company profit like as a bonus. The company profit was 150,000. So we have 3% means 3 out of 100 equals x, which is the bonus out of 150,000. We can use cross multiplication. 3 multiply 150,000 over 100. Cancel 2 zeros. 3 multiply 15 is 45. And we have 2 zeros. Okay. What is the total salary? We have a basic salary, 6,000, and we have a commission, 4,000. It will be approximately 10,000 or exactly 10,500. Now let's take the next question, which is find ED. Okay, I will change the color for ED so you can see it. Remember the special triangles, 3, 4, and 5. Multiply 2, 6, 8, and 10. Multiply 3, 9, 12, 15. Multiply 4, 12, 16, 20. And 5, 12, 13. Let's see which triangle we will use here. 5 and 11 is 16. I have 16 and 20. Do you see? 16 and 20, so the missing side will be 12. Now let's focus on the small triangle. Do you see the small triangle? This is the small triangle. I have 5 and 12. 5 and 12, so the missing side will be 13. Now let's take the next question. Okay, so we have here 12, 16, and 20. No need to erase it. Question number 15. The corresponding figure is a kite. In the kite, each two opposite angles are equal. So 60 plus 60 is 120. Minus 360, because I have a quadrilateral, it will be 240. Divided by 2, so here 120 and here 120. Now let's take question number 16. What is the ratio of the shaded? The shaded part here is half the rectangle. The shaded triangle is half the rectangle. If the rectangle is 40, so the triangle will be 20. Now next question, 17. I told you, always in parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal. Here 40, so here 40. Okay? If I want to find this angle, it will be 140. This angle will be 140. In the corresponding figure, we have a square. A square means that the four sides are equal. So I can write 2x equals x plus 6. I will isolate x, so I will move x here to be negative x. So x equals 6. Okay, now I can plug in here. So 2 times 6 will be 12, and 6 plus 6 will be 12. Now we need the area of square. Area of square is side power 2. Area of square equals side power 2, which 12 squared equals 144, which is B. Question number 19. Question number 19. X minus y equals 5. xy equals 15. We need to find x squared plus y squared. We solved the same question, but maybe in a different numbers before, if you remember. We said, if you want to find x squared plus y squared, you have to square the expression here. And if you square the left-hand side, you must square the right-hand side. 5 squared equals 25. And here it will be, we have to memorize it, x squared negative 2xy plus y squared. This is rule. You have to memorize it. Okay. Now I can change x, y by what? By 15. Do you see? So I can write here negative 2 times 15. And I have x squared plus y squared. No problem about the order. 2 times 15 is 30. Negative 30. I will move it to the other side. It will be positive 30, which is 55. Next question, which is simplify or calculate the number here. Okay. Now, 0.1 power 3, it's meaning 1 multiply 1 is 1, and I have 3 decimal places. 0.1 squared, I have 1 multiply 1, which is 1, and I have 2 decimal places. Plus 0.1, okay. The problem is, how I can simplify 1 over 0.1? I have to multiply here by 10 and multiply here by 10. It will be 10 over 1, which is 10. So I will add 10 here. So the answer will be 10 and 1, 1, 1. 10 and 1, 1, 1. Because I have 1/10, 100th, 1,000. Clear? Let's take the next part, 21. If the time now is 2 p.m., how many hours it will be in 51 hours? Okay, I will divide 51 by 24. We have 2 days because 2 multiplied 24 is 48 hours. Subtract, it will be 3. So after 3 hours, it will be how many? 5 p.m. So the right answer here is 5 p.m., not 6. Okay? The right answer is 5 p.m. Okay? Now let's take the next one. Question 22. Their sum is 48. I have 3 consecutive numbers. So I will divide 48 divided by 3. 4 divided 3 is 1. 1 multiplied 3 is 3. I will subtract, will be 1. Drop 8. 18 divided 3 is 6. So the middle number is 16. So the number before it will be 15, and the number after it is 17. Okay? The largest number here will be, it will be 17, not 18. Okay? The number here will be 17. So, no, 1 minute. He said, it's correct. This is if it's consecutive numbers, but he mentioned here that it's consecutive even. So the previous will be 14, and the next one will be 18. Okay? So the greatest is 18. If it's only consecutive, the greatest will be 17. Okay? Now let's take question number 23. A train start by 8 wagons. At the first station, a quarter of wagon was added. Quarter of 8 is 2. So we add 2 plus 8, which is 10. At the second station, 2 wagon was removed. Okay, I will remove 2, so it's again 8. And at the last station, we add 5, so it will be 13. Okay, so the final will be 13. The final will be 13. Okay. If the amount is, of zakah is 1 to 40, and the zakah equals 200 riyals. So how much money this man have? So I have to write here 1 out of 40 equals. The 200 is the zakah, and the total is missing. So I will multiply 20 times 40 divided 1. Okay, this is 200. You have 200 here. So it will be 8,000. Okay. Question number 25. If y equals 8x, then x equals what? So I will replace y by 8x. So x plus 8x is 9x equals 360 degrees. I will divide by 9 and divide by 9. X equals 40 degrees. Let's take the next question. 26. Compare between x and 190. Okay, this is 90 degrees. Do you see? So here also it will be 90 degrees. So I have 90 plus 20 plus 30, which is 140. Out of 360, I will subtract 360 minus 140. 0, 2, 220. So A is greater. I will choose letter A because the first value is greater. Now let's take the second. More than 1. Compare between this expression and 1. Okay. I have to choose any number more than 1. Okay, I can choose 2, for example. So I will write here 2 times 2 plus 1 over 2 squared plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3 times 2, 6. 2 squared, 4 plus 1, 5. 6 over 5, this is a fraction more than 1. If the numerator more than denominator, so this fraction is more than 1. It will be 1 point some decimals. So the first value is more. Teacher, if I change it to and choose 3 or 4, you will have the same answer, okay? Let's take the next question, which is compare between x plus y plus p and 180 degrees. By the way, this is equilateral triangle, so this angle will be 60, and this angle will be 60, and this angle will be 60. Not only this angle, it's all the angles here is 60 and 60, and so, you see? Now, focus here. The sum of the angles around any point is 360. So I have x plus y plus b plus 60 plus 60 plus 60 equals 360. Now it's an equation and we can find it. 60 and 60 and 60 is 180. So x plus y plus p plus 180 equals 360. I can move 180 to the other side. It will be negative 180. So I have to choose 180. So equals, because the first value is equal to the second value. Let's take the next question, which is 29. 9 over 6 equals 9 over this expression. So 9 cancel 9, so I can write 6 equals x over y plus 1. I will move 1 to the other side, which will be negative 1. So x over y equals 5. Okay, by the way, how I can compare now? You can choose any two values for x and y. When you divide both of them, the answer will be 5. Like 10, because 10 divided 2 equals 5. So x equals 10 and y equals 2. I can plug in here. y 2, x is 10, يبقى 0.2 times 10. 0.2 times 10 will be also 2, so both equal. Let's take the next question, which is 30. We have I equals 3 and m equals negative 2. Compare between the two expressions here. First of all, I will write I is 3, m is negative 2 squared. 3 and negative 2 is 1. 1 squared equals 1. Now here, I will plug in m, which is negative 2, l, which is 3, all squared. Negative 2 and negative 3 is negative 5. Negative 5 squared equals 25. Positive. So it will be B. The second value is more. Second value is more. Question number 30. What is the value of y? Y is 40 because 2 multiply 40 will be 80. Vertical opposite angles. We need to find measure angle x, and angle x is here, okay? Do you see angle x here or here? This is angle x, okay? Now, if you remember, we said before, this is radius and this is radius. So this is isosceles triangle. 30, here will be 30. 30 plus 30, 60. From 180, it will be 120. So it will be 120, okay? Now question number 33. If a number of carriers equals 1800, what is the number of rapid transit trucks? In this question, I think he is asking only about this part, about the shaded part, the red part, which is 126 degrees, okay? Out of, he said here, it's represents how many trucks? Represent 1800s, okay? Now, so the circle will be 360, represents how many trucks? Okay, I will use cross multiplication. 1800s multiply 360 divided by 126, and I have to simplify it as possible as I can. I will divide by 2, it will be 63. And I can divide by 2, it will be 900. We can divide by 9, and by 9. By 9 it will be 7, and by 9 it will be 100. So we can divide this number by 7. It's 3, 6, and we have 3 zeros divided by 7. It will be 5. 5 by 7, 35. Subtract 1, it will be 1. Drop 0, it will be 10. 1 times 7, 7. Subtract, it will be 3. Drop 0, it will be 30. 30 divided 7 will be 3, 4 times 7, 28. So, and here it will be 20. 20 divided 7 is 2. 2 times 7, 14. Okay? So it's about 5,142. 5,142. The close number in these choices is 6,000 if I have. But the right answer would be 5,142. This right answer is 5,142. Okay? Let's take the next question, which is 34. How many cubes in this figure? And I have to count it by multiplying. Here I have how many? I have 4. Okay, do you see? Here it's 4. And here it's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first floor will be 4 times 6, 24. Here also, I have 3 times 3, 9. And here I have 1, which will be 34. Will be 34. Question number 3. Find the distance from A to B. Okay? Okay, I will have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I will choose 22. Because each square is 1 centimeter, okay? Question number 36. If the total number of accidents is 1800s, find the accident rate due excessive speed, okay? Now, this also the same question we solved it before, okay? This is 126 and 360. This is 1800s, and here it's x. Cross multiplication, and we said the answer will be different here, okay? It's the same like this question, do you see? We said it will be 5,142. Now, 37, which of the following cannot be the product of two consecutive numbers? 30 equals 5 times 6, 56, 7 by 8, 42, 6 by 7, so 64, because it's only equal to 8 times 8, and 4 times 16, so it cannot be two consecutive numbers. Question number 38. What is the difference between, okay, Rabi'a Awal, he said here we need to find, and another spring between the first, maybe the first جمادة here. Okay? He said here first, maybe first جمادة and ربيع أول. Okay? ربيع أول. He said the sum of ربيع and ربيع the first ربيع and second ربيع ربيع أول and ربيع ثاني. So we will add both of them. It will be 600 minus 200, which is جمادة أول, which is 400. طبعا sometimes you will find the translation is about names, so it will be ربيع أول ربيع ثاني جمادة أول جمادة ثاني, or maybe he will write it ربيع first ربيع second جمادة first جمادة second, or maybe they will translate it, but I think he will keep the names. Okay. Year was the number of Saudi males is greater, which year is greater. Saudi, this is Saudi, male. Which one is the greatest one here? It's 494,000. So this is 2006. Okay. Now, let's take question number 40. The non-Saudi female. The non-Saudi female, what's happened here? Is it increasing or decreasing? Or there is no change? Or it's sometimes increasing and sometimes decreasing? Here, it's sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing. I will choose well-being. Okay? Sometimes he can translate it to well-being. Okay? Question number 41. What is the approximate legal angle for two students, okay? Or for second one here. We have here 55 students and 5 students, okay? And 200 students and 105 and 45 and 95. What is the sum or the total of these numbers? I will add, okay? So you can see 105 and 95 will be 200s, okay? Now 45 and 55 will be 100. And here we have also 200s, so we have 500 students at all, okay? Now, he's talking about the angle of, okay? And we have 500 special needs, so it's approximately 505 students, okay? Now, let's see. He said the angle of which is the angle of secondary, which is like grade 11 in international. So I can write here 45 to 505, and here I will write 360 and try to simplify it. I put here x and use cross multiplication. So 45 times 360 over 500, and I will write it 500 to be easy in simplifying. Cancel 0 and 0. Divided 5, it will be 9. Divided 5, it will be 10. So 9 multiplied 36 divided 10. Okay? Now, 6 by 9, 54. 4 and carry up 5. 3 times 9, 27. 27 and 5 will be 32. So it's approximately 32.4. I will choose 32. 32 degrees approximately. Okay? Now, let's take the next question, which is find the sum of scientific section. Here I have 95, and here I have 105, so their sum is 200. This is not about the angles, it's about... Which of the following is correct? The total of second secondary students is greater than the total of third secondary. Okay, where is second secondary? Second secondary is here. Second secondary. Third secondary and third secondary. Okay, 45 and 95 will be 140, But here we have 160 for third secondary, so this is incorrect. Okay, let's choose letter B and see which one is correct. The number of third is greater than the number of second. Okay, third, okay, and second, third and second. You can see the third here is greater than the third here, which is scientific. And also the shari is more than the shari. So always the third is more than the second. So I can say this one is correct. Which of the following is greater? Second scientific and third scientific. Okay. If I add the scientific here and scientific here, both of them will be the highest performance. It will be 200 students, okay? It will be more than any other sections here, okay? Except first secondary, okay? And we don't have here first secondary. Okay, 44. We said 45 now. 4 different numbers with an average 7, okay? 4 different numbers with an average 7. This numbers is not consecutive. I cannot write here. And if he mentioned that the numbers here is consecutive, I can say here I have 7. So before 7 I will have 6, and here I have 8. Here will be 4, and here will be 10 maybe. Okay. If he mentioned that the numbers is consecutive, even for example, but he didn't say anything. Maybe I have negative numbers, maybe I have positive numbers, maybe I have big number, small number, I don't know. So I will choose D, we cannot compare. D, we cannot compare. Question 46. The area of one circle is 16 pi. Find the area of rectangle. Area of rectangle will be length by width. Okay. Now, if area of circle equals pi r squared, so I can replace the area by 16 pi. And now let's find the radius, okay? Let's find the radius. I can cancel pi and pi. R squared equals 16. Take square root, and the square root r equals 4. So if the radius here is 4 and the radius here is 4, so this is 8. So each circle is 8. 8 and 8 and 8 will be 24. Now I will multiply 24 by 8. 24 times 8. 4 times 8, 32. 2 and carry up 3. 2 times 8, 16, and 3 is 19. 192. 192. This is the area of... Compare between 1.11 over 0.35 and 4. Okay. I will move the decimal point 2 digits to the right and 2 digits to the right. Or I can multiply by 100 and multiply by 100. It will be 111 over 35. I will use long division. Sorry. This is 111 over 35. 111 equals how many 35s? Equals 3. 3 multiply 5, 15. 5 and carry up 1. 3 times 3, 9 and 1, 10. Subtract. 111 minus 105. It's 11 minus 5 will be 6. I have to put a decimal point, and here 0. 60 divided 35 will be 1. So I'm sure that here it's 3.1 and some decimals. And here 4. So the first value is greater. This is the end of the exam. See you in the next video, and goodbye.